Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God, and well, Incheon, right? What will happen in Incheon, and who will Jake and the allies take? This is very important. So in this chapter, we have Jake. It was kind of like a filler chapter. Let's be 100% honest. It should have started, a bit sooner. But Jake is basically getting scammed all over Incheon. Like Incheon is just a, it's like a post-apocalyptic desert. Like it is obliterated, it is destroyed, and we find out that this all happened because once as the second Gapyeong Kim Fist gang stopped, Incheon just they already hated each other, so they just went back to war. They've been itching for war against each other for years and years, and they've always been split in half since pre-generation. So basically Gapyeong Kim is the one that united Incheon. So they basically could have been at war even before that, but he united them somehow. And the second he disbanded the group, they went straight back to war immediately because he tried to jump into politics and try to make real change instead of just stopping people from beating each other up in the streets. He thought, okay, if I could do some legislations and actually do real change, I could actually change the world. It just wasn't enough, and he couldn't make it. He got assassinated. He got taken out by his partner, his once partner, which is very interesting here. And we know that Kite Kim is building up his own like faction, right? Like a big massive faction. He wants the place to go back like before Gapyeong Kim got there. But I don't understand why he's getting so many allies if that's the case, because Gapyeong Kim is the one that united all these people. So I don't know why Kite Kim is also uniting all these people. Unless he's uniting them and then making them like fight each other. The winner takes all, like every, once a year y'all gotta compete and take, I don't know what his plan is really 100%, but I know he wants all out war at some point, right? He wants people gunning for each other. Basically, as Jake is getting scammed all over the place, somebody, he tried to pay money for a Lamborghini. Ferrari. Ferrari is supposed to come pick him up. Fake site. This, and it's he just gets robbed. You know what I'm saying? All over the place, and he's about had it. He's trying to be nice, trying to be generous. Like, he's trying to look for an ally here, and he basically discusses with the linesman that Jaegyeon Na is probably out of the equation because he already betrayed Daniel. But you know what I actually think is going to happen? Allied is going to side with Jaegyeon Na. And I'll explain why Allied would side with Jaegyeon Na. And Jaegyeon Na is actually an Allied person rather than the other half-ass king in Yujae. I think the Allied would side with Jaegyeon Na because Jaegyeon Na could have whooped Daniel and the boys. And I know people will be like, oh, the wolf is so awesome, bro. Oh, the wolf. Jaegyeon Na was he whooped the wolf. He was going to whoop all of the Allied, no problem. He purposely, reading comprehension here, guys, he purposely let himself get defeated because obviously he knows that James Lee thinks very highly of Daniel and that Daniel has very high potential. So he's making it seem like, yo, I lost because like you underestimated just how much better these guys have gotten over that period of time. James does not buy this. This is how much stronger he thinks Jaegyeon Na is. In fact, he sent Jaegyeon Na there to take care of the wolf. You know what I'm saying? He sent him there to take care of the wolf because he felt he can take care of the wolf and the Allied by himself if need be. He had no qualms in it. He thought he got this. You know what I'm saying? He even said it like, when I fought him back then, I know that guy, he ain't normal, right? And the only reason Jaegyeon Na is doing what he's doing is because James Lee has something that's maybe is what's causing the war in Incheon, or what's preventing the war in Incheon from stopping, because Jaegyeon Na is only helping James Lee because of Incheon, which is very, very interesting, right? But this Yujae guy doesn't seem to give a shit about Incheon in that way. You know what I'm saying? He's not giving his whole body and soul out here and selling himself to protect Incheon. He's out here going for the highest bidder, right? Because he is already having a meeting with Samuel, right? And Samuel is trying to recruit him to join Kite Kim. And obviously Samuel has to do it because Samuel is with Gu, and Gu is with Kite right now for some reason. You know, I also feel like Gu at some point might flip sides as well, because right now Kite's team is just so overly powered. Like genuinely, right now, I feel like Jaegyeon Na could solo all all of Allied almost, you know what I'm saying? Like 1v all of them type shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's how weak they are right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. So they need somebody like a Gu and a Jaegyeon Na to even out the odds. Obviously, we know Daniel is gonna get a lot stronger. We know Zach is gonna get a lot stronger. Vasco, hopefully, but like we need that boy to do something. And I know Vinjin Serum he's gonna lock that to its max, because his dad was the guy that's supposed to be comparable to Gapyeon Kim. So Jake Kim and Vinjin are the chosen duos, or which one thing I like about Lucasism, because the chosen one, quote unquote, realistically in the story would be Jake Kim and Vinjin, but the protagonist is Daniel because he has a special body, right? He's special. But I think at the end of the story, Jay Kim and Vinjin are actually, especially Jay Kim, is going to be the one on top. He's going to be the one ruling because it's his destiny. You know what I'm saying? Not Daniel's. So it's going to be really interesting to see. Obviously, Jake has his ceiling is, I think, even beyond Daniel's. I'm not going to lie to you, because I think full potential Daniel Park, second body Daniel Park, might still lose to Gapyeon Kim. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Might still lose to Gapyeon Kim, bro. We saw the Oni and what he was doing and everything, and we saw Gun's dad, but like, and how much of an absolute unit he was when he was completely washed, right? Like, and his full power version fought Gapyeon Kim, and it was like, and lost. Gapyeon Kim loaded up that cannon, bro, and hit him with a pow, and it was over. It was over. Gapyeon Kim is built like that, so Jake has that in him, and Jin Rang, the wolf, unfortunately just doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It's not in his DNA. He just borrowed it, like everybody else borrowed it. The only people that can do it for real, like Kite Kim and Jake Kim. And we saw Kite when he was like to Jin Rang, that's not how you do it. That's wrong. That's not how you do it. This is how you do it. And he just punched right through him, bro. Like, Kite just too strong, brother. But Jake has to be stronger than Kite Kim. You know what I'm saying? Jake has to be stronger than Kite Kim. He's the rightful heir. You know what I'm saying? Which is funny because so is Kite Kim. They're both the rightful heir. But Jake has the heart. So I think Jake will do it. So, but this is why I think, you know, this basically convoluted videos why I'm trying to explain why Jaegyeon Na is going to be the one to join Allied and not Yujae, because we care about Jaegyeon Na. We've been knowing about Jaegyeon Na, so it makes more sense to have Jaegyeon Na on our side, right? It's the same reason why Jake, we knew about Jake, we heard him lose against Gun, go to jail. There's a lot of build up for the characters that joined the Allied before they joined the Allied, right? Even Hatsuna, we went through a whole arc, defeated Hatsuna, all of that stuff. We learned about his master, all of that stuff, and then Hatsuna joined. It's the same. So I think this is just the way it is. Jaegyeon Na, we know so much about Jaegyeon Na. We know he fought James Lee. He lost kind of, but he's the only one that didn't lose a limb. Every single other king that fought them up lost a limb or died or something. You know what I'm saying? He ain't lose no limb, bro. He you know what I'm saying? And the reason why James Lee got rid of those people's limbs is because he felt that the potential and ceiling with those limbs could be a problem for him in the future, and he wanted to end that there, which is an interesting thing there. So but that's what I think. I don't think that those guys would ever got to his level, to be honest, but that's what I think. I think Yujae here is he already seems like a scammer. I feel like he sent all those guys to scam Jake Kim in the first place. He also looks too much like Sinu Han, which I think I think it's supposed to tug at our heartstrings here, but the fact that he's meeting with Samuel So, I don't feel like Jaegyeon Na would have accepted joining Kitakim without the fact that Incheon is in trouble. And I think why he will also join the Allied is because this side of Incheon is going to join Kite, and then he's going to have no freaking choice but to go on the other side because he's trying to protect Incheon for whatever reason or whatever method in whatever way. But yeah, I look forward to seeing what happens next. This chapter, minus the ending, was it just, I don't know, it's just not much was happening. So hopefully next week or two, I think for the next few chapters, it's gonna be a bit fillery, so that we get information and build up and then get the meat and potatoes after. Anyways, what you guys think? It's been your boy Supreme Teacher here, the guy. Make sure you live, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.